Feature Friday.
The freshest. Talk about incredible vocals brought into yet another performance of ASAP. We're talking about Stell here, and I think it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing because everything on ASAP tends to be on steroids in terms of like musical arrangements. So.
He's going to be singing LIHAM, ILAW, and MAPA with other singers. And also it's been confirmed that he's like going to be doing The Voice. Generations is called. And it's on GMA.
That
Network.
is very cool. Look, he looks awesome there.
Yeah, he'll be a coach.
I have to be honest. I think this season is whoever the contestants are.
Yeah.
Lucky people to take whatever little knowledge they can absorb from Coach Stell, because there's a lot of practicality that goes into his singing approach of things. So yeah, 10 out of 10. How exciting. My God, there's not even like a freaking
Bit of reverb, no?
layer, nothing. Bro, they are singing live.
We don't know them, do we?
Who are these people? That is so good.
Well, he's got in ears.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, but they don't.
I don't understand that.
Unless they are gonna go off literally in 30 seconds, maybe. I mean, still, it's not easy, it's not hard to put in ears.
Come on! Stop.
Jesus.
Stop. Wait a minute. You guys. Whew. Okay, this is the thing. Every time I listen to this guy, I'm always blown
Levels,
away.
bro.
He's incredible. His technical approach is so clean. He's such a fantabulous singer. But you have to understand, the equalization here is working against him.
That's quite precarious, actually. Like the equalization here is quite
I
precarious.
have no idea what they did this week, that week, but it was dry, baby. That was dry. It
was a couple of weeks ago.
That has no reverb. That has no like a little bit of makeup on it. Nothing. That's just like straight up, and it's so raw. And he's doing such a beautiful beautiful job at like really like smoothing out some of the rough edges that cannot be
Dude, that's a real singer right there, bro. I'm so blown away. That's like unreal. That's why I like. This is good and bad because it's great because you get to see an aspect of rawness and skill, pure skill, true level of singing by your favorite artist.
And he puts them at an advantage. Whatever other environment they go into,
They won't crumble.
Is never gonna make them sound bad. Like whatever the outside might be.
But then the downside of this is, I think this environment is actually too hard for his own good sometimes.
I agree with that.
But
That's
I mean,
a marathon, baby.
I guess not an issue if you're this good.
No, but it would make me quake my boots. And shout out to the guys. Oh yeah, they are walking off. Shut up to them.
Oh, what the fuck?
Girl!
Dude, what is this?
Who are these people? Also, no in ears. She's just like...
What is this, bro? What
No
the
idea,
fuck?
Efra. I have no idea, Papa.
Like, because we got this recommended a few times, but it wasn't like bombarded. It's just we like Stell.
Yeah.
And the person who recommended this was like, mate, it was exactly what we just said. It's like, it's so raw, you're gonna be like, there's gonna be a lot of interesting discussion. But damn, who is this chick and the other two lads?
sounds a bit like Sarah Geronimo a little bit.
I thought it was Sarah when it came out.
It sounds a bit like Sarah.
By the way, I know that Sarah Geronimo and SB19 have a collab.
That's true.
With Asia. We will risk it and do it on the podcast. And risking the whole podcast blog. For the love.
For the love. Oh my God, she's great.
Pablo wrote this, right?
Yes.
What a song, mate.
An absolute freaking banger. She murdered that. She murdered that. Girl, you murdered that.
Damn, man, Stell is carrying, bro.
Yeah, no, he's the main situation here.
Oh, what a song. Oh, why not hanga sa huli?
Yeah, I know. Efra, let it pass. It had its time.
You know, sorry to pause it so much, but I think like Stell probably has one of the highest chances in this current generation to become a legacy artist from the Philippines.
Definitely. I totally
like I
agree.
see him doing this in 30 years.
100%.
You
Yes,
know?
I
Just
agree.
when he's super well off and fucking rich out of his
He's
mind.
done everything that has to be done.
But I get the feeling he will be like a legacy concert in Asia.
Oh, definitely.
Genuinely.
Think, yeah, genuinely.
If they really do break through the US market, if they hone that in and they get the UK, US and UK, and then they have the Philippines, Asia will come on his own. Then if SB19 really achieves that, which obviously we're trying to do everything we can, because I think like I like the guys and I think they have a big potential in that sense.
Definitely.
All of a sudden it's like obviously their lives are sorted, family sorted and stuff, and if things behind the scenes are quite clean cut and there's not much fat around it and there's good intentions behind everything, they have the opportunity to be in this industry for so damn long.
I totally
As soloist, as a group, it's harder because contracts and stuff like that, labels and things like that get in the way. But as soloist and then coming together in their own terms if they wish way later on, as it usually sort of happens, they have the chance to be in the music for such a long time. Because skill-wise, it's there. A lot of the problem with boy groups and girl groups from the US at the beginning was that there was only really a few girl groups and a few boy groups that really had the pedigree of talent that you require. Yeah. But then look at what happens, regardless of the drama, regardless of the difficulties with law and labels and stuff, you get the Beyoncés, you get the Justin Timberlakes.
That's right.
You get the Gary Barlows, you get the what's the other guy's name?
Robbie Williams.
You see, it's like all of a sudden,
and it makes sense because I think once you've really like leaned out the fact that you've proved the market that you are good at what you do beyond the group approach. Yep. You're unstoppable. I really love the thing here though. What I really appreciate from SB19 though, and them as individuals, is that their vocal pedigree, their
so
artistic in development and involvement in their projects, it's setting them aside to be one of the greatest groups that has come out in our generation. Because I think what happens with groups though, pop groups, is they become a product, and a lot of the investment behind that product has nothing to do with the artist, and what they perform has really nothing to do with them either. But with SB19, you have a really good communication between lyricism, production, even concepts, and the translations on stage are so palpable.
There will be many. They are against the odds. I mean, to do what all these other big ass groups have done, it's basically impossible. Like the stars have to align. So they are against the odds. But if they do pass this test and they do pass the testing times and the difficulty of things, the hardships of the schedule, they do have a chance to do something quite impressive.
Historic, really. What a great take.
Because I can't think of many other members of any other boy groups that can shine in an environment as precarious as this right now.
No, me neither. This is incredibly difficult. I am literally so blown away. You see, that's so raw.
Nice life arrangement. And he's done a great job of, he never lets the song feel empty.
No, I think, again, in terms of sonic space, it's really well developed,
so well.
yeah.
Oh God, this entry. This is one of those bits that on paper you would think is like, oh, what a great way to end.
This is the best part, yeah.
But then it's like, oh boy, this is the hardest shit you probably thought of.
It's really hard.
And I get the feeling there wasn't that much time for preparation here.
It looks amazing. Whatever they, whoa.
And I get the feeling, and I get the feeling that they didn't have that much time to prepare because they would have ironed out or even introduced harmonies towards that end.
I think usually no, but here's the thing. Here's what I know for a fact, given that we've spoken to a few artists that we have had the privilege to speak to a few artists that have been on ASAP. What they say usually is like at the end of the medleys, they kind of let you run with it. Whatever happens in the moment happens. So whoever wants to break into harmony can, and whoever doesn't want to, just stick to the tune kind of thing.
Yep.
So there's
and they know that was like that's the toughest bit of the fucking song.
Yeah, and it's usually the parts that get rehearsed the least too. So it's just overall this performance.
It's playing singing in hard mode.
It is. It's like
playing live stages on hard mode.
It really is. It's like they've taken all the nuances of performing in any live performances and then amped them up in difficulty.
Yeah. I like it and I dislike it in certain moments, but when you have someone as talented as some of these guys, then it's like, what's the point of highlighting the negatives of like production wise? Because it's like, well, it still came out fine.
It was phenomenal. By the way, let me know who the rest of these
the other
guys
three
were.
artists are. Goodbye, guys.
Awesome.